and thank you everyone for tuning in to another segment of Gail Scott Key's Entertainment Now with Christina Millsaps. Wow, do we have a show for you all about fashion, get those creative juices going. And you know something else? Did you ever notice like when you order something, like I do on Amazon, and maybe you're wondering what color goes with what? Yeah, I had to do that, Google it and figure it out. But our guest tonight has it all planned out with the fashion shows that she has set aside for you. Yes, I can talk. I'm so excited about it. But I mean, I'm excited because I have the beautiful Miss Christina Millsaps here. And
Hello.
we're celebrating Halloween early, my dear. You had some scary things going on behind you.
Yes, well, it's a glamorous fall is what it is. It's not
Oh,
necessarily Halloween because these are
oh,
gold things, gold sparkle pumpkins, and I go into the fall so that I mean this guy he might get taken out for Thanksgiving, but but the pumpkins and then I've got sparkly stuff and black here and there, and then I've got the monochromatic over here. So, I
nice.
just love fall, and I'm also wearing turtleneck even though it's warm. We are in fall right now, according to
Yes,
me.
we
So,
are. Yes, you wouldn't know it by the heat wave outside my window.
right. Shh.
Saying. Well, one thing we can't keep our excitement about, Christina and I, is that our guest, she wears several hats in the fashion industry. She has been a regular, wonderful guest on my show, and I'm so excited to have her back. But let me tell you, Yemi Sekoni is a CEO of Donahue Models. Now, everybody knows in New England, it's Rhode Island's top model and talent agency. She also is the creator of Trade Secrets, a digital monthly magazine. And also, she supports the Center for Women in Enterprise in Rhode Island. And let me tell you, she has a lot going on. So, for you who are trying to build your clothing and your styles, and for also your jewelry business, which we do know of someone that we need to introduce her to, Alicia Joy Powell. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There is much that we have to disclose. So, of course, we want to welcome CEO of Donahue Models, Yemi Sekoni. Thank you for joining us.
Yay.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, I love having you on. You are so beautiful, and I love all the fashion events you got going on. When do you stop? When do you stop?
Ooh, girl, I'll stop when I die.
Yes,
But
that
the
would be
thing is, we love what we do. We're creators, we love what we do. So for me, it never feels like work. And so it's just like, what's the next shiny thing that I could be doing? And oh my God, that's so much fun. And how do I figure that out? And that's what keeps me going.
yes. And you are going from one event to another about Raw, which we want to definitely kick off the opening about. Please tell everyone what Raw consists of and what it involves.
Sure. So Raw Artists is actually the largest independent arts organization in the world. It's been around for about 14 years. It was started by a lady called Heidi. Oh God, her last name is escaping me now. But anyway, so it's a showcase, and so there's one in every state across the country. Also, it's in Canada, it's in Australia, and I believe in Mexico. So it's all around. Well, not all around, but it's around multiple countries besides
Wow.
just us here. And so it's a showcase. It's a platform for independent artists to show their work, whether they're a visual artist, a graphic designer, a photographer, a painter, a crafts person, sculptors, but also accessories, jewelries, dancers, singers, everyone in every creative genre. So even, independent filmmakers can showcase their work there. It's usually an evening event. It's about 4 hours long, but everything is happening all at once. And the energy is just absolutely amazing. So my next one's coming up on November 16th.
November 16th. Did you all hear that? Mark it down because we're also going to make sure that we put this on our social media page
Yeah.
to promote and support. But August 16th, we've got it. There's so much that you do. And Christina is the fall fashionista herself. As she said, the sparkle for fall. I love that. I love that. You need to coin that, girlfriend, because I just
Yeah.
took it. It's okay. So anyway, but everybody is looking at the fall fashions. They're looking at where to go and what the look is. And I saw some cute things on your page as well with the models that have been working on there because you're coming off of also, as I mentioned, for Rhode Island, the biggest event is what happens every year. You have another event coming up, but I want to have you share because you could say it better, of course, for the Rhode Island event and the models and how you collaborate and get everybody into one place under one roof and everybody enjoy this event.
Ooh, and that's been, I mean, we're going into our 13th season now. I founded Rhode Island Fashion Week back in 2016. So this is our seventh year. We do it twice a year in the spring and the fall. So this is our fall showcase. Of course, that's not counting 2020, just take that off the calendar is what I
Right.
say. But it's a platform for local fashion designers to showcase their latest collections. And so typically, and it's a 4-day, it's starting September 27th, and it's going to go till the 30th. We don't just do old-fashioned shows. So on the Wednesday, we're doing panels and presentations. We've got speakers coming in talking about fashion, style, health, wellness, the history of fabric. And then the next day, we have a clothing swap. So that's, bring your business suit that no longer fits you, but you'll be proud to see on someone else. And it's going to be a cocktail hour, ladies networking, a lot of chambers of commerce members. The Friday, we've actually got cruise and couture. So we've been invited to do a mini runway show on a boat cruise to Newport and back. It's a 2-hour boat cruise, but it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm so excited. And then
So
all the shows are, all the shows will be on Saturday the 30th. We've got a kids show at 12, emerging designers at 3, and then seasoned designers at 6 o'clock. So there is a lot of pulling everything together, the models, the designers, the volunteers, the hair, the makeup, the music, the DJ. I wear a lot of hats, but because, my background, I started out in theater when I got about 5, 6 years old, and I'm in my mid-50s now. So it's a huge part of my DNA. So I'm never afraid of the work that goes into the many different layers. And just having done it now for 7 years, I figured out what the most efficient way to do it is. As I'm sure you know, Gail, runway shows are simple, but they're also difficult because there are lots of tiny details that you need to stay on top of. So that's the challenge.
I
Well,
have, oh, go ahead. I'm sorry, Christina. Yes.
I mean, this is so, all of this that you're saying, even when I was looking into your background and learning about you to come on the show, and Gail's, known you forever. And she's been so excited. So I was so excited to meet you. And it just sounds like what you're talking about. Your event is so unique because it's not just a fashion show, all these networking events, and you're educating people. So maybe these emerging designers get to learn about the fashion business, and you also teach classes, and you have your MBA and your whole business background. It's just incredible. I mean, I don't even know how you put all of this together with all these different elements, and people, it's like a one-stop shop of like, your dreams coming true. It's school and showcase.
That's very true. And it's just, number one, I've got a ton of energy, more than I know what to do with. And so once I wake up in the morning, it's like I'm like Roadrunner. Annette and I, Gail and I share a close friend, Annette Donahue, who owned my agency before I purchased it from her. And Annette always, she still calls me Roadrunner to this day. But also, again, because I love every facet of it, and I'm really grateful that somehow I found myself, when I got my MBA, I didn't really know what I was going to do with it. It was just something cool to have, and so I figured I'd get it, and it will help somewhere along the line. And so when I found myself owning a business, having that knowledge, having the MBA helped me be a little bit more confident about taking those little risks. And I've continued to educate myself. I took the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Business Program, which is another mini MBA. And so that also gave me more confidence. But I've come to see myself, because now as we're in our 50s, you start to think not just about what you've done, your past history, but now you start to think about your professional legacy in whatever market or industry you find yourself. So now I'm looking, I mean, I'm not dying anytime soon, but, what will people think and say about me when I finally do, pass on to the realm beyond? And what legacy am I leaving behind? And I feel as if I'm in that space now where I want to educate the next generation and teach them the tools that they need to be powerful, especially for girls. That for me is very important. I don't take my position for granted because I'm constantly thinking about who's looking at me and what I'm doing, and am I emulating what I would want to see in them? So it's really, really a passion of mine.
I can tell you what your legacy would lead, because you made an impact on my life, you and Annette, because I remember my first modeling gig with Donahue Models. She invited me and Dan to stay at her home, and because we had a gig the next day, and I was thinking to myself, what am I doing? I'm not a model. I don't know how to do this. And then she told me, I have this beautiful statuesque Black woman who is going to be taking over. Her name is Yemi Sekoni. Gail, you have to meet her. And let me tell you, when Yemi walked in on a shoot, I remember everybody looking. She carries herself with grace. She is the example. She is the poster board for the Donahue Models Agency because she leads with the example. Her shoulders are up. And I'll never forget, I heard many gasps and we were like, oh my goodness, she's gorgeous. She's absolutely gorgeous. And you walked in and you owned the place and there was nothing but respect for you. And I, to this day, still, you have changed my life and impacted me. And because you go farther than most, which is you have your hands in so many things, it's like your eyes are always seeking. It's always seeking. And now, you know, we quickly want to talk about another aspect of the fashion industry that is so important, which is the music and the artists that you have brought to perform. Tell us a little bit, because we know Grammy Award winner Septimius the Great was on our show not too long ago, loves you. And there's been other performances. So how do artists get involved if they like, hey, I want to be in that show. I want those runway models to go to the beat of my music. Tell us a little bit more about that.
Well, first I'd like to say, I mean, you introduced me to Septimius, and he was very gracious. I remember during COVID when I pivoted, so because we were about to produce Fashion Week when the lockdown happened, so now I had to shut everything down and go virtual.
I don't mean to interrupt. I think, wait a minute. I think as we're talking about this, excuse me, Marlo?
Who is appearing?
Who's Marlo? Who is that?
I know who Marlo is.
You do? There we go.
Hey, how you doing?
How did he just appear? I mean, he must have heard you talking about him.
Yes, it is award-winning Grammy artist Septimius the Great. We had to surprise you. Yemi, and that couldn't have been planned any better. You are right on time.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Small world.
How are you?
I'm doing so good. How you doing?
I'm wonderful. And you know, right before you popped in, I didn't realize they were going to do this, but what I was going to actually say was when we pivoted, remember when I was transitioning from doing Fashion Week in person and we did this virtual show, and it was kind of like a little mini series of virtual runway shows.
Exactly.
And I asked you, and you were so gracious. You had this awesome song, I Am Fashion. And you let us use that as our opening and closing music track. And
exactly.
I so appreciate, because it was so catchy. And even and I would actually watch it on YouTube, but I'd stream it onto my large screen. And I would feel like, oh my God, I'm watching a real show right here. So again, you know, thank you so much for that. And congratulations. I saw something on Facebook this morning. Did you win an award?
Yeah, I got inducted into the Hall of Fame for the Academy of Music Awards. Yeah, right. Oh, Gail and Christina, that just happened like yesterday.
Oh my God. And I mean, I follow you on social media, so I see your hustle, I see your hard work. So absolutely very well deserved.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations.
Thank you.
Septimius, you couldn't have planned this any better, because I had just said to Yemi, I said, Yemi, let's take it to the music side. Because I know you had, you know, Grammy Award-winning artist Septimius the Great, and all of a sudden, boom, there you go. That's how we roll, girl. That's how we roll.
Yes.
Nicely done.
Yes.
That's good. That's good. What Don, I really want to come to Rhode Island real soon, because I really want to come to one of your shows. So
30th. Come the 30th, because I'm going to the 30th. I'm going to her show on the 30th.
June 30th? September 30th?
September 30th.
September 30th.
She has an extra seat for a guest because my lovely Christina, my co-host, can't come. So you can be my date. Hello.
I will look into that.
My
yes, I
husband
will.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know, if you come, you might need to perform.
Oh,
I got you.
I don't know if I can afford you now.
And what about model? Because he models too, right?
Yeah.
To me, it's you and I can get up there on her arm.
Exactly. Exactly.
I got some boots, girl. I got my fashion. And
there
I got
you go.
my earrings. Look at my LED earrings. I told you.
Oh my goodness.
When you showed me this morning, I was like, yeah, that's perfect.
Those are beautiful. Wow. Let's make this happen.
Yes, Don, I think I might try to, because lately I've been doing a lot of fashion weeks, between hosting them, performing in them, and modeling in them. I'm loving it.
Okay.
It's the season.
It's the season. Exactly.
Sure.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, how wonderful would that be? The curtains just spew open, and there we are.
Exactly.
Hello.
The 30th. Okay.
And
30th.
Okay.
see, and that'll be a nice birthday present for myself to go there to the show to see her. So see,
Yes.
Yes, yes, yes. I really want to see one of your shows live so bad because we were in the pandemic. Yeah.
That's
yeah,
right. Oh, yes. But we all survived it. Otherwise, we wouldn't be on this call right now.
Yes.
Exactly.
right.
Thank
That
goodness.
is right.
Yeah.
And we are just taking our hats off to Yemi because she has got it all going on with Raw and also the local artists and the different ways in which they can come out and promote themselves. And you're just hand in hand in the community, Yemi. I just love it. I
Yes.
absolutely love it and applaud you.
Yes.
One of the artists spotlight was on Anthony L. Sanders. And he was Awaken Apparel, and that's a collection of the top tier accessories featuring both custom crafted pieces and unique selections. See, I did. Talk among yourself. Mhm.
You must have so many submissions. How do performers, reach you? How do designers reach you? How does all this whole process, or do you reach out? Like, how does this all work?
A little bit of both. So I've been reaching out to designers over the last month or so, and getting them to sign up, scheduling informational interviews, explaining how it works, and then especially as we start to actively promote, which we started about a week ago. Now leading up. So now and I'm boosting those so more people see it, and then they start to submit or they start to email. And so it's kind of like a little bit of both. But I'm always, even when a fashion week isn't coming up, I'm constantly going out, I'm networking. So here's a stack of business cards from the last several events that I've gone to, all artists, designers, performers, that now I start to go through, like, okay, who do I want to talk to? And, so it's a constant process for me because I'm always thinking of the next show and the next show.
That is so amazing because especially with Septimius being a model and the different types of clothes and what catches your eye, Septimius? I think this would be great for us to listen. When you see the shows, what catches your eye?
What catches my eyes is creativity and uniqueness, something that you've never seen before. It's like I want to be either like, what is that? Or I love it, or I don't really know. That to me is fashion.
Yeah, I love that.
And Septimius has got style. He's got
Yes,
great
he does.
Mm.
Yep. I saw that.
Yep.
And why do you think sometimes, and we were talking about this earlier, and both of you, I'd love to hear your opinion on this, because especially for the men you represent, Septimius, sometimes I'd love to have you talk to my husband because he looks like a school teacher all the time. I love him. I love him. I want him out of class. You hear me? I do. The same shirt. And every time we go to the store, it's like, well, what do you think? And I'm like, it's the same shirt, just a different color. Why do you think they don't want to be daring? How come the men are not following? What is the deal?
Well, let me say this before Septimius answers. I'm sorry not to take over the conversation. I read recently that especially some of the thought leaders, Zuckerberg, Steve Jobs, would wear this. Apparently, Steve was always known for his black turtleneck and his jeans. And the idea, they say, was that it was just one thing to eliminate from having to think in the morning. So, if all I have are black turtlenecks and jeans, there's nothing to think about. I just put on the same thing and then I can get on with my day. Personally, for me, part of the fun is, what am I wearing today? What's the persona?
Yes.
What views? But anyway.
Yeah.
See, what do you think?
A corporation, so he doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah, exactly.
He doesn't have an excuse.
Yeah. And like Yemi said, people that at that level don't want to worry about clothing because they're running corporations and things like that. But it takes a special person. I love the fact that right now the climate and the whole overall culture is changing, where people want to be different and be outside of the norm. So that's the good thing that's happening now, that we're able to change it and then just try anything. I mean, they're going as far as cross-gendering clothes, and it's nonstop now. So I love it. I love it. I love the individuality.
So what would you recommend to men who are not outside their comfort zones, and to get them outside their comfort zones? Because I am going to play this to my husband. Oh, yes, I will.
Well, men always like to, their focus is on being attractive. Attracting ladies. So what I would say is, if you want to attract, you have to be different. and not be cookie cutter. And also what you want to do is you want to feel good about yourself with your wife or your spouse or your husband, whatever you want to call, when they look at you, you want them to see something completely different. So if you want to open your eyes to your spouse or your significant other and have them to like look at you with a different eye, then switch it up. And you never know how much it just expands and opens up, and it certifies everything they felt about you, everything they've learned about you, how you used to be, how you're going to be, and how your future is going to look. So just take the blinders off. Yeah, just try it. Just try it.
You know, he captures my heart all the time. So I gotta say, he's a keeper. He'll stay. He's just magnificent. So I guess I'll have to change.
You just need to start adding things into his closet. You need to start switching the shirts out.
I try, but then I find them on the bed, and then I find them back in the bag, and I'm like, okay, you know.
Or you just need to come out on like Saturday morning or Saturday night for date night and just say, this is all inspired from Yemi's fashion show. So this is what I'm taking a vote for you, would like for you to wear tonight.
I'll dress you tonight. That's a really good way to do it. Yes.
And he'll be calling you up and going, I saw that Christina talking about it.
That's right. That's right. We're all expanding our horizons.
Exactly. And then what happens is once you dress him once and he gets compliments, it just snowballs after that.
Absolutely. He's dynamite. And I do his hair, and I was like trying to get him out of the comfort zone. It may take a little while, but that's okay, you know. But now for Yemi, for the women, and thank you, Septimius, because that is great stuff. For the women, as we are getting older, and we were just talking about how we can brag about our age because we don't look like our mothers. We look like our mother's sisters. So before, I think Thursday, and when I said that to some people, they were like, what? And no one would know that we're in that age bracket. So for us, Yemi, you've seen it in the magazines. They have been posting up on blogs and stuff. Women need to look more their age and stuff. I don't want to look my age. I want to look like Gail. There's a difference. I want to look like Gail. Nobody else is like a Gail Scott Key but me. So that could be with hair or whatever. What's your advice?
And what I always say is, you know, the saying, you know, you're as old as you say you are, or you're as old as you feel.
Young lady.
So, no, you know the saying, you're as old as you feel. Is that how it goes?
Yes.
And I always say, you're as young as you say you are. So, you know, I never have a problem telling people I'm 54 because I know I look 20 years younger. And I do look like
wow, yes.
I know, right?
Thank you. But, you know, physically, I feel young. I'm still running up my stairs. You know, I can still do a high kick. I can still bend over and almost touch my forehead to my knees when I practice yoga. So do I try to be a little bit more? Okay, that's a little bit of exaggeration, but you get the idea. Anyway.
We got it. Yes.
You get the idea. But because physically I still feel young, you know, I take all my multivitamins, you know, I keep my brain sharp. So I don't even I look in the mirror sometimes, I'm like, what the hell? There should be wrinkles. There aren't any.
Exactly.
What have I sold my soul to the devil or something? I don't know. But you know, even I think there should be wrinkles. So, you know, I mean, thankfully my mom very early on put me on a good skincare regimen, and she said, never go to bed with makeup on, always wash your makeup off. Yes. So I've always practiced a good skincare routine. And then as soon as I started to see the crow's feet, I added in the eye creams, and I use my eye creams religiously every day. I drink lots of water. So I recognize that I'm older and I'm practicing. I just spoke with my chiropractor the other day, and she said stretching is absolutely important, especially as we get older. Because you know, Gil, when you wake up in the morning and it's chilly and you get out of bed, you can't like spring out of bed any longer. It's like, the back.
Yeah.
So I just try to do things that can keep me young as long as I possibly can, so that I can enjoy my life. And I'm not thinking about, oh, my bones are creaking, or, you know, I have to walk a little bit slower. I want to enjoy my life.
Yes. Well, I enjoy the fact that I have both of you on here, and this is so awesome. And we have a little bit of time left, but Septimius, we are so proud of you.
No problem. Thank you so much. I just wanted to pop in and say hello to my friend Yemi. When I
Yes.
heard that you were going to be on the show, and was telling Gail and Christina, I said, "Oh yeah, I'm familiar with them." I said,
He's like, I gotta say hello. I gotta say hello. So he stuck with us, and I texted him. I said, okay, here we go. So I am so grateful to you for
"No
taking the time
problem.
to
Thank
talk
you,
in, and congratulations. We love you.
thank you.
Yes,
Love you too. Love you too.
congratulations.
Thank you, Christina. Thank you, and Yemi. I'll let you guys know about the 30th. I'll probably text you today. Yep.
Sounds
Awesome.
good. Yes.
All right.
Awesome. Thank you. I appreciate
All
you.
right,
Thanks a
September.
lot.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. And of course, we are still finishing up with Yemi Sekoni. And Yemi, see, we're full of surprises, my dear.
Oh my God. That I'm still reeling from. That was amazing. That was, oh my God.
We were holding our
Pleasant surprise.
tongues and going, okay, let's just hold our poker faces. But this is just a testament to you of how much you impact our lives and how you make a difference. And we are so thankful for you. And I know we want to make sure that we touch everything. Some wrap up questions would be just for the fashionistas again, who want to start their clothing line and jewelry business. Of course, this week you can join Rhode Island Fashion Week founder and creative director at Yemi Sekoni. That's Sekoni. And you can get the information. There are it looks like 4 different sessions or links that they can go to. Is that correct? I want to be
Yes,
sure.
correct. So we talk about starting a business, we talk about pricing, we talk about sales and marketing, and we also talk about managing your time. So for someone starting out as a business, wanting to turn their fashion design hobby into a business, we give them kind of like the basic tools to get themselves off the ground.
Awesome. Awesome. And Christina, you were going to throw something else in too, so I'm going to let you go. Yes.
Yes. So for the people who would like to perform or submit to be chosen or considered to perform, and also to purchase tickets, people can go to eventbrite.com, right?
Yes. So actually, the easier way to they can go to Eventbrite and just search for Rhode Island Fashion Week, or if they go to fashionweekri.com, which is our website, there's a
Okay.
big button right up top. So if they're buying tickets, there's a big button that says buy tickets. Then it takes them to the Eventbrite page and they can see everything. If
Okay.
they're looking to perform, there's a register button on the website. And if they click on that, it has different options for designers, models, volunteers, and performers. They fill out that registration form. We will get in touch right away and, learn about them and tell them how it works.
Okay, perfect.
I love it. And of course, we are going to put up all that information as well for you, my dear, to make sure that everybody is in the know. And I am planning to get a seat to be at Rhode Island Fashion Week for September 30th, because I have been dying to go. And now I'm going to be there. I wish, Christina, you would be there, but
I know.
understand. We're going to catch you the next time.
Yes, next time for sure in the spring. And Gail, just an idea, like I think you need to research, Yemi can tell you what designers are coming and you need to wear one when you go to the show and you're sitting there front row.
Well, okay. She's also my manager. So there we go.
We can talk about that. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be awesome. It would just be awesome to finally be there in the same place as you. It has been too long. You have helped me in so many ways. Through the modeling, it's really carried through in my shows. And I am so grateful for you, Yemi, from the bottom of my heart. And please give my love to Annette. We have to get together. We are so overdue. We are so overdue. So,
and can I just say real quick, I know we're coming up to the time. I appreciate you as well. I've seen you work hard, but it's also, you're a hard worker. When you used to model with the agency, if I booked you for a job, I had no doubt you were going to show up. You're going to be on time. You're going to be, the utmost professional. You articulated beautifully, and anytime you did go out and book a job, they always had great things to say about you. So, I appreciate you and what you've done as well as you've built this empire.
oh,
Yeah.
you made the whole building. I just added one brick.
No, it's a team effort. It's been so amazing to meet you, Yemi. You're just an inspiration. I can't wait to learn more and share it with everybody. And just good luck and best wishes for the end of September. And I want to try to make it in there for spring.
Yeah, thank you. It's been a pleasure to meet you as well, Christina. This has been wonderful.
And thank you so much for tuning in. It has been a great show. And if you want to get your tickets to attend the Fashion Rhode Island Fashion event, you can go to, as we said, you can go to Donahue Models, but you can also go to Eventbrite, and that's BRITE.com. And Yemi will have, as she said, it will take you right to those registration links. So I'm going to be posting everything up, but don't miss it. Don't miss a chance to see what Rhode Island has to offer, the artists have to offer. And hey, you could be someone who needs that little nudge, and you could be the next artist that we are looking at and buying clothes from or jewelry from. You never know how it's going to work. You have to show up in order for it to happen. So make those dreams come true. Thank you for making our dreams coming true and spending time with Christina Millsaps, myself, and of course, the CEO of Donahue Models, Yemi Sekoni. We'll see more of you the next time on Gail Scott Key's Entertainment Now with Christina Millsaps.